It's been a while, I have to say, since I've gone over some headlines, and today's a satirical Saturday, so allow me to catch us up on some headlines. So let me open up with, first of all, Democrats are surprised and indeed shocked that conservatives refuse to unify behind their reconciliatory and very reasonable goal to impeach former President Donald Trump. The country needs to unify behind impeaching and prosecuting former political opponents. President Joe Biden, seeing that his first speech calling for unity in America wasn't working, made another speech yesterday. "Look, here's the deal," he said as cameras clicked and liberals smiled. "We've all got to come together, number one. Number two, the former Vice President Joe Biden, the former President Donald Bush." Here, Biden paused. "Well, you know what I mean. Look, the fact of the matter is, my dad used to tell me, Champ, when you're whistling while walking, you don't forget to look both ways before you throw your lucky horseshoe. And that's what our country needs right now. Look, folks, look. We need to unite. Democrat and leftist, black and African American, gays and homosexuals. And we can do it. There's nothing we can do when we do it together. We can do this. We can impeach Trump and fight his fascist voters. Now support us." The Biden administration is perplexed that since yesterday's rousing speech, Republicans are still opposing the process. Vice President Harris has put out a statement saying that if you don't know whether to support or oppose impeachment, then you ain't American, a slogan a lot of conservatives wholeheartedly agree with. Another story I saw involved businesses preparing for a $15 minimum wage per hour. The bill has not yet passed, but Wal-Mart is not taking any chances. An article was written on totallynotnonsense.com that one general manager, Rob in Eastern Arkansas, who works for Wal-Mart, was heartbroken to have to let half of his staff go yesterday. "I hated having to fire those 2 employees," he said, shaking his head sadly. "They were good. Michael, a high school student of 22, had been here for only 6 weeks, but he had to go. And so did Marty, a 76-year-old just trying to make some extra cash. He couldn't quite hear you, and even when he did, I was told multiple times that he wasn't much help, but at least he tried. Michael, on the other hand," Rob shuddered a little. "But I don't want to speak bad of them," the GM went on. "I had no choice. Corporate is automating everything. The entire front end will be self-checkouts. Machines are stocking the place at night. It's going to be a huge change. Think about it. Machines don't pick up the phone and answer it. They ignore customers. They don't respond to intercom calls. They won't look you in the eye, can't take verbal commands, and are impossible to make conversation with." At this, Rob paused. A smile crept onto his mouth. Actually, it may not be much of a change at all. And like all of you, I was truly devastated to hear the awful Shipwreck news. For those of you who aren't sure what I'm talking about, a group of congressmen went on a cruise and had a horrible shipwreck. Fortunately, they made it to the lifeboats and were picked up one by one. But Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez were in a boat that crashed on a small island nearby, crippling the lifeboat. A few hours later, the 3 of them looked out and saw a small fishing boat a little less than 2 miles out. Shouting proved ineffective, but each one of them decided to swim out to the boat. Speaker Pelosi made it 60 feet before collapsing into the water and drowning. Senator McConnell swam half a mile before he too drowned, vanishing below the water's surface. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez swam 1 mile, got tired, and swam back. I'm the renowned reviewer, the comedic curator of libertarian laughter. Peace and victory.